Hey, I'm Jax, and I've always wanted to make stuff for myself. That's actually why I started sewing back in 2015. I'm an actor. I've been working since I was 5 years old, and part of my job is going on red carpets, but finding interesting looks for me to wear has always been a challenge. I decided to become a fashion designer, but I got a little distracted with New York Fashion Week, LA Fashion Week, Miami Swim Week, Art Fashion Week, and Honolulu Swim Week. But while I was working on that stuff, I was always on the hunt for men's pattern blocks. And I finally... Tell them. What are you talking about? Tell them the truth. I have no idea what you... Tell them or I will. Okay, fine. For the past 3 weeks, I've been trying to make them on my own, but I keep on failing. It didn't work. It always just wasn't right. It didn't go together properly. Are you happy? Are you happy now? Good. Jax! Anyway, after the long and arduous hunt for men's pattern blocks, because these things are really hard to find. It's like impossible to find like an actual seller. But I did find one from Design, Cut, and Wear on Etsy. And they finally came in the mail. So you know what that means. It's time to make my pattern blocks. So we're going to head over to my corkboard, pin down the big sheet of paper, cover it with my pattern making paper, trace everything out really nice and simple. Then we're going to add our seam allowance. Cut it out of just some tester fabric, and then we're going to sew together the pants, because that's what we're working on first. Everything goes together, they fit, they're just a little long. Also, I'm not showing pictures of myself because the fabric's just a little bit see-through. But they fit, I just have to chop off basically like 2 inches because I'm a little short. Then we're going to test out the shirt pattern. Same exact process, trace everything out, add seam allowance, cut it out of fabric, sew, test it, everything fits properly. Now, it's time to actually make the blocks. So, we're gonna pin down our pattern paper onto some manila paper, trace it out of this little spiky wheel. I don't actually know the name of the tool. It's the spiky wheel. That's all you need to know. We're gonna trace it out not on the seam allowance, because sometimes it gets a little weird and it's a lot easier to add your own seam allowance. It seems a little counterintuitive, but just trust me on this. After that, we're gonna cut it out, and then ta-da, we got our pattern blocks. But Jax, what's your first thing you're gonna make? That's an excellent question. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a bit of a nerd. You can kind of tell from, my room tour. You should go watch that video. I've always liked the idea of doing a cosplay thing. So that's what we're gonna do. And currently one of my favorite animes right now is called Gachiakuda. I read the manga. It's awesome. You should consume this media. And I decided that I'm going to cosplay Rudo, but specifically the volume 11 cover, because that outfit is awesome. Okay? It's so sick. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna do it all on live stream, just like how I made these pattern blocks all on live stream. So you should go follow those channels. Please and thank you. Mission accomplished. That's the end of the video, so if you enjoyed, be sure, like, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube stuff. And have a good day, have a good night, have a good wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-ta.